Well, folks, good morning. Good morning. The acoustics in this parking garage are pretty nice. Welcome to day 4 of Hot Rod Power Tour 2025 with the NASCARs and the Cadillac ATS support vehicle. Katrina's still holding in there strong, though she's not necessarily enjoying herself. Just a quinto. Which is actually fantastically useful because we have a place to put all of our stuff, because who would have thought you don't really have places in the NASCARs to store stuff. So all of our tools and luggage and everything else are in her car. So anyway, it's day 4. We are in Fort Wayne, not Fort Worth, Fort Wayne, Indiana, and we are headed to Monroe, Michigan this morning. The boys have been up and early doing a little bit of work on my Jegs NASCAR. We've been fouling out plugs, and we have gone ahead and put in new set of spark plugs. So it's our last brand new set of spark plugs. We did do some carb fettling. Thank you to Luke, who leaned out our idle circuit a little bit more and did a little bit of playing with it. We still think we are probably over fueling this thing, and I do have a set of jets to be able to replace. We don't want to do that right here. We want to get to the show, actually enjoy the show this time, and then we'll do it when we're in the parking lot of the show. At this point, it should be drivable. It should be fine. We are going to take the highway route today and forego the actual Hot Rod Power Tour route through the small towns, highways and byways and stuff. It is 9:30 or so, and we want to try to get to the show and actually enjoy it. The last couple of days we've been getting there really, really late, and I haven't had a chance to do much of anything. We literally arrived last night, like as the show was wrapping up, and half the people were already gone. So we're gonna kind of cheat a little bit today, and we're gonna get there as quickly as we possibly can. Hopefully that also means I can actually cover more of the show, and then we'll see what's going on from there. For those of you who are new here, let me introduce you to the two cars. This is a NASCAR that Doug and I just finished over on the Automotive Adventures with Austin channel. It's kind of the side sister channel of this one. It's a 406 small block Chevrolet, Super T10 transmission, 350 rear end gears. It is a retired Busch Series car. It's been wrecked a bunch of times, been rebodied, and then my friends over at Jegs, where I spend, Jegs, where I spend a hilarious amount of money, went ahead and did a wrap for it on this car. So it is a full Jegs liveried race car, which is really, really cool. And this is its inaugural drive. We put 30 miles on this thing of shakedown after we finished it off and said, yep, that's good enough. Let's throw it on the road and rock and roll for Power Tour. And thus far, it's been okay. We do have a wee bit of an oil leak as well as our misfire, but probably nothing that'll leave us stranded. Doug's NASCAR over here, he actually took on Hot Rod Power Tour last year, also took it on sick week, also took it on drag week. So it's a fully sorted out car. It's pretty much ready to rock and roll. That is a 421 with a turbo 400 with a gear vendor overdrive. Also has a chill suit in it.
Chill out.
A chill out suit. So he's got like refrigerated t-shirts. Travels in style and comfort.
Show them to him.
Considerably more style and comfort than I do.
Yeah, there's Bill's.
So it's got like coolant hoses that run through the t-shirt.
You see those hoses?
Okay.
Equipped with the refrigerant.
Yes. So he's refrigerated.
If you look inside, you can see the tubes.
Which is much more comfortable than I am. Yesterday was the first hot day. Looks like today is also going to be a hot day. We'll see. We're headed north, so hopefully that'll keep us a little cooler. My lady is hanging in there with us.
Barely.
This is the face of a very excited Hot Rod Power Tour, right?
Yeah.
You're having so much fun, aren't you?
I'm so excited.
You are.
Yeah.
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 I was supposed to get her 1973 Dodge Charger done for this.
Although I'm only 2 hours and 45 minutes from home.
That's true. If you got lost and ended up going southeast instead of northeast.
Darn.
Oops. Sorry, guys.
Darn. I missed that turn.
Anyway, we're gonna get these things fired up. We're gonna get out of here, get on the road. Fuel economy on this thing is not the greatest, so we'll have a fuel stop here shortly. We didn't do anything for lunch or breakfast, so we'll figure that out on the way. But thanks for coming along. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the daily coverage of Hot Rod Power Tour so far. I've got my daily videos up so far every single day, and this one just went up a little bit ago, or yesterday's just went up a little bit ago. Anyway, get the cars, fire these things up, Let's rock and roll.
We're out of oil and out of plugs.
We're out of oil and out of plugs. We don't need either.
We're good, right?
We'll be fine. What's the worst thing that could happen? Grenade a motor?
Then you gotta use the brake cleaner to clean the plugs and reuse them.
Yes, that's literally why you have a set of a can of brake clean.
I thought that was the plan. So
Yeah.
Well, we still need probably oil.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. Water bottles on the roof. Rick 19, anybody there? Your water bottles on the roof. Directionally challenged. Got Katrina there. Doug in front of me. We are officially on the road. Exciting. I don't have windows, and this is a NASCAR that's never actually seen rain. Waterproof in this? Not sure. Never tried to figure that out. That wasn't on our list. So we'll see. I think part of the reason we're going to try to get there early is that in case the rains do start rolling in, that way we can get the heck out of there and not end up being rained on. So we'll see how that whole thing runs out on us. Our luck thus far has not been great, but we'll see. Otherwise, fantastic day. No, I'll tell you, if you've ever done a power tour trips with me before, if you've ever done power tour before, it's in mid-June, which is usually kind of the first time that it really turns up to heat for summer. And this year has been phenomenal. We had a little bit of a hot day yesterday. It gets to like 120 or so in the seat, which is a little rough, but otherwise the weather's just been absolutely fantastic. We'll see if that continues to hold out. Rumble across Fort Wayne, Indiana. I definitely still have a misfire. I can feel it. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this or not. It's definitely misfire. It seems to be better with some RPM in it. I don't notice that misfire nearly as bad. But on partial throttle, it's definitely pissed. Which I'm guessing is more of a carb situation than it is. And we are running, at least I believe we are running pretty reasonably long conservative tuning as far as timing goes. Otherwise, we are going to end up doing some brake clean rebuild on some old setup. We'll see.
northwest corner of it on our way up to Monroe, Michigan. Monroe, Michigan is kind of, I guess you would consider it South Detroit. If there is such a thing as South Detroit, so cue the music. Convincing Katrina to do Hot Rod Power Tour for a week with me, I think I probably owe her a real actual vacation after this. Probably somewhere sunny, sandy, with a drink in a hand. Probably a good idea. Wise choice, young man. Make sure you take care of the woman in your life. She's having fun, but not as much fun as she could be having in her truck. Or she would be miserable in her truck because it doesn't have air conditioning and it's not comfortable. Radio. I don't know. For the gentlemen out there, give me your wisdom. What have you experienced with your significant other on Hot Rod Power? What's the golden answer? Let me know. I truly. Yeah, we still have quite a bit of fuel left, but better safe than sorry. All right, 10.2 gallons. Caught up with our friends here. Actually shared a hotel with these guys. It gets us there.
I'm actually going to run inside this little Quickie Mart here and see if they have a can of Seafoam. I doubt it, but I kind of want to put a can in this thing and see if I can run it through it. See if maybe we got some carbon on the valves from it running so rich. Because I still feel it's dropping out that one cylinder on that side, so we'll see. I doubt it. We'll give it a try. Well, it's not Seafoam, but we'll give it a shot. Pit stop, picked up some snacks, some drinks, fuel, pee break for a couple people. Soldier on. Make a good time today, especially since we're cheating and running the highway. That's all right. It means we'll have more time at the show to actually enjoy it. On the back of Katrina's car, it says power to her mom, because she's hauling all our stuff and being the responsible adult in this little convoy of ours. Oh man, what a beautiful day. What a great day for a drive in a hot rod or in a NASCAR. Before it melts. It is literally melting as I'm holding it.
this way tomorrow, there is a Hooters in Toledo. A little bit west of downtown Toledo. Just saying. For a lunch spot tomorrow. Just saying. Wonderful city, great people, great food, amazing music. Love Detroit. Joke that all the billboards in this area are literally just weed and lawyers. That's all it is. Weed and lawyers. Well, we are officially off 75. We are not going to Unique Cannabis, where we're buying gummies is a different situation than what I did at the gas station. We are most of the way there. Just about ready to finish this trip already. How much revenue is made out of legalized marijuana in Michigan, but it's got to be an absolute stupid amount. I have long joked about legalized marijuana and tax the shit out of it. You want to balance the stupid budget? I'm telling you, Michigan, I'd love to know how much money you guys are making off all this. Also, there's a whole lot of people that come up here that aren't from Michigan for their supplies. Hey, look, cool, sure, another train. Swing in for a quick little pee break. Doug's gonna make sure I'm not on fire. I'm not on fire, am I?
It's coming out fast enough now. Your header, look at the drifting. It's coming fast enough now. The header's getting hot enough. We might sustain fire. Just get your fire truck out of there.
Yeah, we should probably do that. She's being the drippy
Nice
one.
thing, if it's a fire, you don't have to worry about bottom of the hood and sticking your fire in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming in.
Yeah.
There's your oil leak coming down right there.
Oh, yeah.
They're going out that way.
How we doing with? Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get out there.
Hell yeah.
All right, just in case. We aren't gonna need it, but it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Have that handy. Right there.
Get the big compass cut.
Don't you block me in. Oh, you seriously? All right, we made it. My steering wheel is, however, upside down. It's fine. Just put the flat part of the top. It's equally as comfortable. Back to the fancy people entrance. We're down here with the normal folks. Apparently, gold, platinum participant spectators are all over this way. Okay. It's always interesting. The neat thing with Power Tour is most years you're in different locations, you're in different spots. So they got to kind of run with it and figure out how to make things work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it very much doesn't. We'll see how this goes. Hopefully, okay. Other than the fact we had to turn around and come back over here and put ourselves in the line. All right, well, we are officially in the show. This is some hokey parking right going on here. We'll see. She's getting pissed. Yeah, this isn't gonna fly. Well, made it.
Yeah.
Day 4.
Yep.
How do I power tour?
Yep.
So far, so good?
Today has definitely been better.
Better?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Highways,
Yes.
not country roads.
Yes.
And traffic and construction and
Well,
yesterday.
like 7 hours was rough.
Yesterday was a nightmare.
You're not a big road trip person normally?
No, 2 hours is my limit.
Yeah.
And after that, I start to get antsy. So yeah, 7 hours was
Yeah, I understand.
tap dancing my anxiety nerve.
Thank you for sticking with it. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I almost went home. I was gonna leave this morning and go home because I'm like, I looked at the GPS and I said, I am 2 hours and 45 minutes from Columbus.
When we hit Toledo, when we hit 270 or 475 south, I was like, this is your time to be able to run if you needed to. You could just go that way and we're gonna go that way and you're gonna end up home. So I appreciate you sticking with it. Then we can actually do some of the car show.
Okay, I was gonna say because for 3 days we haven't seen anything.
We haven't seen anything. Nope.
So
we're gonna wander away from the car quickly.
So late, yes.
We've been here for 20 something minutes. By the way, I love you guys, all of you. I thank you very much for coming up and talking to me. But we're gonna wander away from the car so we don't stand here all day, and we're gonna talk to some people up that way and see some of the actual car show.
Yes.
That's the plan today.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And maybe get sunburns.
Rob, most likely. I do have sunscreen though, so playing it safe.
Let's go do some car show stuff. All right, I had to get away from the stage where the music, because that's a YouTuber's nightmare.
Here he is. No AMC this year. With
No, sir.
NASCAR in it, aren't we?
I'm NASCARing it, and it's not as bad as the AMX.
No?
Not as bad.
No.
The AMX doesn't have floors. This has got full floors.
All right.
She's still treating you good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? No problems? No nothing?
I actually haven't touched it.
Haven't touched it? Just dust it off and bring it back out again?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Dug it out of storage this spring and here it is.
That's the way to do a hot rod, I guess. I love this thing. I love this thing. It's the right amount of like, I don't care, mixed with awesome.
Yeah.
Like you spent the time, the energy on what you really needed to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That's all. Pain don't get you home.
Yeah. Yeah. Or get you home quickly according to what's under the hood of this thing.
Right.
Yeah, this thing is awesome. I'm glad it keeps doing you well.
Yeah, me too.
Very cool. How's the haul from where you are to here? How long is that drive?
Took us about 18, 20 hours.
To get to the start of the power tour?
Yep. 'Cause we're from middle of Maine.
Yeah, middle of nowhere, Maine.
Takes 3.5 hours just to get out of the state.
People who have never been in the state of Maine don't understand when they're like, yeah, I live in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, you haven't been to Maine.
Yeah. 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 We don't even have highways where we live.
It's beautiful. I love the state of Maine.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful up there, but you guys could be in the middle of nowhere.
We are.
Now, are there nice roads to drive something like this on?
Absolutely not.
No?
No, the winter's pretty rough on them, and
Yeah.
they don't do a lot to them.
You bring them out like in the spring?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have them out for 4 months, put them away?
Yeah, because it's late spring, because early spring you got the frost heaves to deal with.
Yeah.
So, and then the town crews, they don't get around to fill the potholes until
Yep.
May.
Yep.
So,
So your fun season is
right.
June to September.
Very truncated.
Well, thank you for bringing it out. I'm glad it's treating you well.
Yeah.
Throw it out that way,
Absolutely.
raise the pressure. So
I don't know if I mentioned this in this video or not, but I will now. One of the great things about Power Tour is it becomes a kind of a family, like a brotherhood, sisterhood kind of thing, where like we know each other and we'll run into each other year after year after year, and we have these shared experiences, and people recognize each other, especially guys.
we'll recognize each other based on what we drive. We may not know your name, but we remember what you drove, what kind of modifications you got, and all that kind of stuff. And that's literally what this whole Power Tour family is all about. It is a great time. It is a fun time. Wonderful way to meet people and develop lifelong friendships that you would never really ever imagine you would get. And it's so much more inclusive than most car shows. People are always very comfortable, willing to talk, and hang out and talk about their builds or what you built or whatever it is. Or if you break down on the side of the road, they're willing to stop and help. So fortunately, this thing is done just fine. Hasn't had any problems at all. Doug's spent a lot of time and energy and money getting that car sorted out, and it's been absolutely flawless. He's also parked up here in the fancy guys section, where I am not. That's okay. I'm not bitter about it at all. Let's walk around and see some more cool stuff. You're good.
All right.
Whatever your flavor of choice is, it's here. If it's old school, original stuff, how about a CTS-V wagon? Absolutely. For a new school power, absolutely. Last great American wagon. There's no arguing that. We are in kind of South Detroit area, so you awfully have a whole lot of GM guys that are here, a whole lot of Corvettes. It's part of what we've seen, a whole lot of those guys out here today. Whole bunch of Corvette guys. Most of them probably helped build this stuff. And the cars are as far as the eye can see. Look at this! What do we have here? Original body cladding, original wheels. Man, that sucker is stock and original. This might be even cleaner than mine.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
All right. Hey, pleasure meeting you. Well, pleasure meeting you. Safe travels, everyone. You guys enjoy the rest of your tour. Yeah.
Still has the windshield sticker.
Well, I tell you what, again, please take care of it. Oh yeah, it's a lifelong dream, buddy. It's bucket list running. It's beautiful. Bucket list running. Yeah.
How many miles are on this thing?
68,000.
No kidding.
Yeah. It's a driver.
Has it been resprayed?
I think he might have I had the cladding sprayed.
Yeah,
The
because
cladding was all chalked up.
I drove mine last year.
Oh, you got one too?
Yeah.
Nice.
We bought it brand new in 1992, so
Good for you. Where are you from?
Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it turned over 30,000 miles on Power Tour last year.
Nice.
So it's an all
stock?
original. Yeah. All stock, all original, never been touched.
They're getting harder to find, man.
Yeah, because we blew them all up in the 90s and early 2000s.
Everybody's tearing them up.
Yeah.
Everybody's tearing them up.
Yeah. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this.
Should have brought mine out someday.
Does your you still have the squeeze ball for Still has the squeeze ball for the seat, my brother.
The tube rotted out, right?
Yeah,
so I
the
gotta
tube.
put a new tube on it. Yeah, I got it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. I'm getting
Dude.
on it. I'm getting around to working on it.
That's awesome. What a great truck.
Thank you. Got a second set.
Yeah. Yeah. A little out of date.
A little bit. You can't get new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a cyclone.
That's awesome, man.
What's your name? Joe.
Yeah, I drove my dad's last year. We've owned that since brand new. It's actually that truck is essentially what got me addicted to speed and turbochargers, especially all-wheel drive turbochargers. That's cool. That's really cool. Glad to see another one of those out on the road. He bought that and he's bringing it back. That's a great car. It's a driver. Fantastic. Hard to miss this thing. Definitely one of the most sought after, most interesting vehicles of the Power Tour. You are hard pressed to find anything that's more unique than that car. Very cool. great to see them getting a lot of recognition and a lot of kudos for this thing too. It is awesome. I did a whole video with it on the day one video in Indianapolis. If you're interested in seeing that, go back and watch the day one video. But very, very cool video. Nice people too. The dyno area, if you want to do some dynoing, Muletown Dyno. Everybody putting their numbers down. Just to see what you could do. I actually was considering doing this, but they don't pull AFRs because I could use this to be able to pull my AFRs to be able to do my carb tuning. But cool thing, these guys are out at every single power tour. Very, very popular thing, as you can see, lots of people standing around. It's totally because of the cars, not because it's a beautiful woman that helps strap stuff down. It's totally because of the vehicles. Oh, and it's the 6-speed. These are gorgeous cars. We actually have a customer that has almost this identical vehicle. Wonderful cars. This is one of those things that GM totally dropped the ball on. Should have sold 1.5 million of these damn things, but they didn't care. This is one of the greatest things ever built in America. Well, wasn't really built in America, but fantastic vehicles. They just never cared to sell them. This one happens to have a little bit of a extra boost on there. I'll tell you what, that is freaking fantastic. That is freaking fantastic. I love that.
Doug is? Let's say you can pull in there? All right.
I caught you.
Dag, you're it.
I saw you from over there. I was like, hold on, I gotta go get that guy.
I was like, dyno. Whoa, too many people. No dyno.
Yeah, never mind on the dyno. She doing well?
Oh, yeah, overheated 5 times yesterday.
Okay.
Clutch rod broke twice on the way here. It's currently held together with vice grips, hose clamp, and a zip tie. Keeping the rod on. I'm gonna drag race it tomorrow though.
Otherwise, it's fine.
Okay, it's meant.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Take it easy, be careful. Don't break anything you can't fix.
I got enough pair of vice grips. I'll get it fixed.
Zip ties and vice grips. See ya. That is Project Mullet. One of the cool things with power tours, a lot of us YouTuber guys, we talk to each other online, we know each other online, but we never actually meet in person. He and I have talked to each other on the internets, and we know each other that way, but we've never been properly introduced. So that was us properly introducing ourselves. That's the YouTuber way of introducing yourself. Hey man, I've been watching you on the internet. How are you? Good. That's how we introduce ourselves. Pretty much. Yeah. That's how YouTube Pledge goes. I wish I got the memo about the big cars. Same. I need one of these. I'm in a NASCAR. I'm not nearly as freaking comfortable. Could have had air. Like all you guys have air conditioning.
No, not the Fox.
No, it's a Fox body. It's a Fox body. It's not fair. Although I think I honestly enjoy Power Tour more without air conditioning. I know. I'm weird.
No.
I'm weird. Turn off your air conditioning in your car and you'll see.
I lost it for 2 years, 3.
Yeah. It'll make you feel like you're...
I'm not gonna cave to peer pressure.
Oh, okay.
I just got a phone call from Doug that he was worried that his fuel pump had died. Well, I see his car is running. It's not dead yet.
Hey, is that what they say again? Don't go there if you got one. Again. I had Bill beat on it with a socket and it took off. And on the way here, it died again. I was on fuel pole only. From all the way back there. I didn't blip it at all.
No, that's not good.
Come on, let's go, let's go. Way out.
I got a whole crew of Hawaiian shirt guys over there that we can push it with.
Well, now I know because it's not the power. It's obviously the pump.
Yeah.
We beat on it, it took off. So.
Well, just Bill, keep beating on it.
No, I'm gonna put a cord through there with a hammer.
Yeah.
Yank on it. So I'm heading to Summit before they close. Get me a blue pump.
There you go. I do have that spare pump in the trunk.
I have a spare blue. I just want to use up a spare and not have a spare.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna be buying one anyway. I might as well.
While you're here.
My backup.
Yeah. Smart man.
Those things aren't made to last very long.
Back up to the back.
Smart man. Don't use your backup when you can buy another backup.
There's a door right there.
Anybody seen my woman?
Over there. She was a minute ago. She must have left with that blue Dodge.
I've misplaced. The guy in the orange Superbird found her again. I lost my woman.
She came and got her.
He was just here.
She must have went to her car because she can't get her phone in her bag.
I was just here, went over and grabbed the car and called you.
Yeah, I literally walked from here to your car. She was standing there.
All right, Katrina, where are you? Very nice. Very nice. No matter your flavor or vintage, you can find it on Hot Rod Power Tour. We welcome all comers. New stuff. Dark Horse. Look at that. Even some import stuff. Look at that.
Back there, import face-off, that's what that was called. I was talking to a guy over here that had a gorgeous blue 71 Charger.
Yeah.
But he just left. But look at this. Look at this Roadrunner. It's a system.
Have you noticed that it's always Mopar guys that are trying to pick you up?
What? No, he's not trying to pick me up.
Oh, okay.
He's not trying to pick me up. I'm talking to them.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, I have a car.
I have a car. It's
but
not
it's not
here.
here.
I have a car.
I have the sister car, but it's not here.
I have this car. It's not here.
This Roadrunner.
It's pretty. That's a real pretty green too.
Yeah.
That's real pretty.
And wait till you see the valve covers and the air cleaner.
Hey.
Covers. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a pair of dams.
We got this.
Yeah.
We have this. Mine's purple.
Yeah, except yours is purple.
Mine's purple.
440.
And this needs my air cleaner cover needs sanded.
It's already been sanded.
Oh, it has been? Okay.
Yeah. I did that
It's
like
ready to go.
like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That green is awesome.
I know. She's so sexy. She's very sexy. Yeah.
440? Yep. 4-speed?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Like to party?
Yeah.
That's awesome. How old is this paint job?
4 years, 5 years maybe.
Wow. That's a beautiful color. Very nice.
Okay, he was like, where are you? I'm like, I'm looking at the Chargers and the Roadrunners. I'm looking at the Mopars.
That's beautiful. How long you had this?
3 years.
3 years. Was it in need of restoration work, or was it a pretty solid car?
As you look at it.
No
Really?
kidding.
Wow. Lucky.
Smart. Yeah.
Where did it come from?
My neighbor I farmed next to had it. He had it built, and he said it was too nice for him to drive, so he wanted to sell it.
Okay.
Then he bought it and drove the wheels off of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Perfect. I'll drive it.
Right? I will drive it for you.
That's fantastic, man. That thing is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, so when you leveled out, it was good to go? Yeah.
Very nice.
Good.
All right, my people. How do you feel about this? How you feel about this?
This is what they call a Nash Rambler.
It's a Rambler American.
Okay, what's the difference?
What's funny is it's a two-door wagon. So, like, can you imagine what you have to do to be able to get people back there?
Because there's no door.
Yeah. And there's not a whole lot of room.
This looks like
Cool,
it
though.
needs a surfboard on top.
I kind of agree with you.
Absolutely needs a surfboard, old school surfboard on top.
I kind of agree
This
with
is Beach Boys' car right here.
you. Well, the nice thing is it's been upgraded with modern stuff. So it's an old school Rambler, but with new school stuff. And it's not sitting in a field rotting somewhere. It's back on the road having fun, creating more memories. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I bought it 80. Well, we had it on the show.
So I want to do a paint job on this, like when we get it fixed.
Well,
This is how you summon your partner in crime.
There you go.
Hey, look, you immediately came over. I'll be honest, that sounds a lot more tame than I expected it to be.
I've already put what 5,000 out. Huh? I ain't worried about it. I'm talking about 5,000, 4,000, 5,000 pounds. I've already put out.
That's not like, hey, pull me over loud.
No, but it's still about 900 tires. You know what I mean?
I get that. How's your fuel economy in this? 7? Okay. 7. Depends on how much your right foot does. Katrina's getting ideas. So she has a GLHS Charger that's a bastard child of a car. It is technically a GLHS Charger, but it's been through some interesting history. If you look up on the internet, the red GLHS, that's her car. It's sitting in our garage at our house. So you can kind of do whatever you want to it, and she's a fan of sparkly things and pink and that kind of stuff. So she's been eyeballing this all week. Maybe something as far as a new paint scheme on her GLHS. After I finish her 73 Charger, maybe we'll get onto that car. Very cool. Gotten in Newburgh, by the way, if you don't know these guys. You probably do. You should. If you don't, you need to know him. And he's got his Omni he just did a video of, which is awesome. There you go. Find them, watch them, pay their bills.
Shelby.
Cotton, you're making my life more expensive.
No, it's my money.
Yeah, it's your money.
No, it's I just want the paint scheme. So
Yeah.
we can do the plan that you wanted to do, you know, with the PT Cruiser Turbo, give it a little sneeze, you know, and then I want to just do a badass paint scheme. Totally 80s. Totally 80s. nice paint scheme.
So, is this day better than the other 3 days?
I mean, yes.
We could actually go to the show and talk to people and do
if
stuff.
all the other days would have been like this, then I would have wanted to go home as of yesterday.
Okay. So, I apologize. I didn't mean us to take so long to get to the shows. Unfortunately, sometimes that's how Power Tour goes. That's why you go to all the days. So if you kind of don't get to see all the things on the one day, you're going to see things on the next day. That's why you do it. I'm glad you stuck it out, though. And I love you.
Love you too.
How about a lemonade? A fair lemonade. Guys, let's talk about freaking space and comfort here.
Jelly, bro?
Bro!
How's it been?
What?
You guys doing all right?
Yeah. I haven't blown mine up yet. I'm leaking oil profusely. I'm on my 3rd set of spark plugs.
Yeah.
How many quarts of oil?
We don't talk about it. It's a lot.
Just say one, Price is Right rules.
It's fine. Yeah. It's more than yes. And the rear differential may or may not blow up. It's a Detroit locker.
Nice.
It's really not happy.
Nice.
And I believe Doug just fried his fuel pump on the other NASCAR. So things are going great.
You guys are doing swell.
How are you doing?
Well, every stop we've been slowly putting this thing back together after cleaning out the excessive mouse feces that it was accumulated in it when I got it from sitting for 15 years. But
You didn't clean it before you brought it on?
I started to.
Okay.
But the whole headliner had a big giant pile about yay big around, just covered. That went bye-bye, sucked it all up, and then I realized the dash was probably full of it.
Yeah.
Then I wanted to try to get the AC working, which it got it working, R12. However, it wasn't blowing through the vents, and I could smell it, so started pulling it apart, and of course that had a big nest in it.
Yeah.
Then I ran out of time, and it just kind of sat, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll try to put it together on Power Tour when I can. And in the meantime, I ended up breaking my lower radiator line, so we went to a junkyard here today, tried to salvage one up, and we could not get one.
Oh.
In other fun news, my alternator belt decided to get smaller and smaller as the tour went on, like that.
Oh, slimming.
My alignment's a little bit off. It's on a diet.
Yep.
So I did the right thing and went to Tractor Supply and got one of the belts for lawnmowers.
Yes,
so
lawnmower belt.
Have a little bit of slip on it.
Sure. I think that is the right thing to do.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, I need a deck blade belt that's this big.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
I only had to exchange it out once.
How much further do you need to drive it?
I got to get back to Central Kentucky now. That's where Homestead is, so not too bad. 5.5, 6 hours.
And you're on your way home.
Yeah.
You're on the return journey.
Yep. We're gonna stop at Summit tomorrow and probably pick up a bunch of clearance.
Probably
parts.
a good idea.
Yeah.
How long have you had this?
Since November, and I didn't start working on it until March.
Okay.
I did the brake system.
That's like true Power Tour.
Yeah, then it sat for till 2 weeks before Power Tour, and then I put tires on it.
Yep.
And then it just, original radiator, hoses, everything still just, I put plugs in it too. Not plug wires.
No.
Just plugs.
Don't want to spoil it.
Yeah. And I swapped out the Rochester. I had one that wasn't really happy, and I put one from the shelf that was even older, sitting for longer on there, and here it is.
It's fine.
It's good. It's fine.
What's the ultimate plans with this? Or just using it to jam on Power Tour?
I think it's just, so we had a $4,000 beater challenge for Power Tour.
I like it.
And I'm at about $1,000 into it. I paid $200 for it, and then tires and everything I put into it. So I'm at about $1,000. My son with his OBS, he's about $1,200 with his little parts here and there, and we're winging it.
What inspired the $4,000 challenge?
Last year we were sitting at Bowling Green. We went to the pizza place down there, and we're just sitting around. We need to do something fun for Power Tour. Instead of having something shiny, we were like, okay, let's do some kind of a challenge, true roadkill style.
Yeah.
And we just kind of came up with it. Then we were thinking we'll buy a $4,000 beater and we'll swap them so everyone else had to work on everyone's stuff, kind of thing last minute.
Yeah.
And then we were gonna go like maybe Japanese, something we don't have any idea of.
Yeah.
But
probably has parts availability on some of that stuff to get painful. This you can probably still find damn near everything.
Yeah. This just kind of popped in my lap, and I'm like, yep. It was about ready to go to a scrapyard, originally from Detroit here.
Okay.
Second owner. The owner worked for GM, had it specially built, 4-speed, 350.
4-speed?
4-speed. 4-speed Manuel. Yeah.
What?
Yes, sir. Yeah. 61,000 original miles. I mean, it was going to go to the scrap yard, and the city threatened to impound it and scrap it, and he's like, I need it gone. So he gave it to my buddy. My buddy sold it to me for $200.
Dude, all day.
Oh, yeah.
All day.
So it's rough, obviously, but license plates help, including the Power Tour one.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
So, and I felt it fit in from Michigan.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, because this is where it lived, was Michigan, so Michigan plates is what it got.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome.
We have also a sticker challenge going on here. So we bought a bunch of random stickers, and all the stickers in the group we've been just kind of slapping on. So I got an Amtrak one. You know, I had Kevin slap some stickers on here. But you know, the Molly sticker went on the front here.
Oh, the glass, yeah.
Yeah, I had a big cold case one on the front. You know, right in my line of vision. So just like
Yeah.
Talladega Night. So we were in the construction area today, and one of these just magically ended up, I don't know how, in the bed of this truck while they were moving. So we were like, okay, we're going to get people to sign it here on Power Tour. So
Don't know how that happened.
I know.
That's awesome.
It magically flew up from a construction worker throwing it up there.
Pure Michigan Rust Edition.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, sure. That's it.
That's awesome. So you are who on YouTube?
Two Stall Garage.
Two Stall Garage.
Right there.
What do they normally see on your channel?
Junk like this, or my 95 LSS, or my 81 C10 that's LS swapped, or any of my son's stuff. Right now I have for a friend, I'm building an 88 C10 crew cab. It's an old railroad truck, doing an LS swap in that. So it's an old Burlington Northern truck. Cool piece, a unit, you know, it's all Cascade green and whatnot, but kind of doing that build series right now, and I just started doing that in April, so it's kind of slow going when I get spare time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Very cool.
That's me.
I mentioned earlier in this video when I was walking around somewhere else that Power Tour becomes kind of a thing where you have like a separate family or like a separate group of people.
Absolutely.
That you see every year, and it's like a reunion. We go out, it's like a family reunion. We're just not related to each other. We just know each other through our cars. And that's the same situation for us. Like we literally met a couple of years ago on Power Tour, and it just kind of becomes a thing.
Yep. And I've had Johnny over there, Toy Shop Fabby. We met on YouTube, and we met at Power Tour. Ran into him a couple times here. You know, like you said, you and just so many great people out here. It's a great community, great camaraderie. You know, everyone helps out everyone. And
that's what I love most about it. It's not competitive. It's a community type thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, oh, you got a cool thing going on there. It's great. Like driving the NASCAR this year. You know, I mean, the AMX was cool.
It was.
But it kind of, you know, after a couple years, try something new. You know, something more challenging.
And slightly more stupid.
Yeah. Well,
speaking of, actually need to go fix Doug's roof.
Yeah, all right. Well, cool, man. Take care. We'll see you around. Thanks, sir.
Oh, for my AMC people. How about that? It's in the right color. How about that? I really, really need to have one of these in my life at some point in time. I love my AMX, but God, I really want one of these. Awesome car. Let's sneak around to the other side. What a beautiful car. Look at the curves on this thing. Lines on this thing. Now, obviously, I'm a little biased because of the AMC thing, but tell me that doesn't look amazing. Look at that rear quarter right there. I know people love or hate this, but this piece right here, just tell you what, buddy. Beautiful. Beautiful car.
And you're going to the next town?
I am.
Are you excited?
As long as I make it there, yes.
I mean, you guys kind of like you'll see each other all on the road?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a traveling band of idiots. Yes, I got a lemonade and a grape shaved ice. Don't judge me.
I hear fuel pump again. Works, no leaks. Damn, I'm good. We're lucky. We're both.
It's a good thing you mounted that where you can easily access it.
Well, when I put it in there, I said, you know what? I probably should do that. I heard these don't last that long. It sounds better than the other one. Much more mature sounding.
And we still have our spare.
Yeah.
In case we need it. And we actually have another spare.
We have two spares.
In case we need it.
Yeah.
You need to turn that on.
We'll let it run just to break her in. It's a recirculating one, so it just recirculates through the filter and back.
Is that a blue pump?
Yeah. With the regulator feeds it back. I'm actually filtering all the fuel all the time. Think about it. Going through a 40 micron and a 10 micron.
So how did you fry a fuel pump?
I went to start the car, didn't even pay attention if the fuel pump's running. Started to go, and instead I keep it going. I look down at the gauge on the terminator, it's like 0. I go, that's not good. So I turn off the car, turn back on, no fuel pump.
No wee.
He hit it with a socket. Whee! Filled the bowls again. I turned the corner, come up here, look down, it's empty, it gets stopped again. So it's got bad brushes, the old one.
Just asked you.
I know, but after I thought about it, I said, okay, that sounds good.
We're the lucky NASCAR.
You are extremely lucky.
We're the lucky dog NASCAR.
You're extremely lucky this happened here.
There's a fuel pump right here.
Yeah. You are extremely lucky that happened here.
He's got to back up to the backup.
We're going to back up to the back and it's still back up.
So, huge kudos to Summit for the fact that they have a truck with parts on it that comes around to this show. So they literally have pieces to be able to rescue power tours from exactly this situation. So major kudos to Summit for saving the day on this one. Well done, guys, well done. Thank you very much. So the day before Power Tour, I believe, I got a message about a guy who's having a problem with his starter. That'd be you.
Big problem.
Big problem with the start.
Yes.
But you were gonna be able to make it to day one, probably.
I was prepared to eat that starter alive with this engine just to make it to Indy. Yeah.
Fair enough. So I reached out to my guys at Jegs on 11th Avenue, and wouldn't you know, they happen to have a starter for this thing. And ta-da, the truck is here. On day 4, and it's doing flawlessly.
Yeah. We only had 2 minor issues. Throttle linkage fell off this morning, and one of the water pump bolts backed itself almost all the way out. It was hitting the fan. Other than that, this little pack wheel has been perfect.
So tell me what this thing is.
So it's a 69 F100 on my YouTube channel, build season. You may have seen it. It used to have a big block FE with a single turbo blow-through setup that I built myself. Well, the FE expired 2 weeks ago. So
expired how?
It ate a timing chain, or gear came off the cam or something. The crank was spinning and the distributor was not.
Gotcha.
So junk, pulled it out, and in 6 days we went from C6 FE to Windsor and AOD. Wow. We needed a starter to work with these headers.
So you're now Windsor.
Yes, very tired Windsor.
Very, very tired Windsor.
Yes, we got this engine from a friend of mine. It was in a truck that he was going to use the chassis and the body for something else. He didn't need the drivetrain. So we bought this Windsor, the FMX that was attached to it, and then an AOD that was in the garage, in the like stored for years. We had no idea, nothing about the AOD. We knew nothing about it. So we threw everything together. 6 days. It was running in, not driving. We were waiting on a drive shaft, but essentially, yeah, ostensibly switched drivetrains from big block FE to Windsor AOD in 6 days. I know I said that a lot because it was very, very stressful.
And then jam it on the road, basically untested.
Yeah, we put a starter in it from a 95 F-150 because they're really small. They're a permanent magnet starter and they work with these shorty headers. However, the offset between the starter gear and the flex plate was incorrect. So the starter would stick every single time. And it was eating the thing alive. It was ruining the bearing or bushings in there. So I called Austin and said, you live close to a Jegs, can you please pick up a starter for us? So he got us a Power Master starter. It has been flawless ever since.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we want to see. And we will live to Hot Rod Power Tour another day.
Yes.
Awesome. And your channel is Build Seasons?
Build Season.
Build Season?
Yeah.
All right, there you go, guys. Find this guy online. Nice dude. Does a lot of interesting stuff. You have a really interesting collection of stuff.
I do. I have a Mazda rotary pickup. I have what was a Turbo F100. I have a Turbo LS 5-speed Oldsmobile. And what's the other one? I have a Datsun wagon that's turboed. And
you're all over the map.
Jeep Grand Wagoneer that we just built. And we have a Ford Cortina we need to do something with too.
Sure. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. This is the one of the kind of funniest / coolest situations I've seen at Power Tour. This is the yacht team, Junkyard Digs and friends, over here in the lounge, and they've all decided to drive old school land yachts this year for Hot Rod Power Tour, which is definitely not what you normally would see. But they're big and comfortable. And look at this thing. How fantastic is this? Absolutely fantastic. Tell me you wouldn't want to just cruise on down the road for that for a couple of 100 miles. And the air conditioning even works. Just glorious. Man, we used to build cars like this. Probably can't park in the garage though. What in the world? This is this is not a Rambler. It is a Rambler.
Pretty much.
Okay.
So it's a 65 AMC Rambler on a 2000 Jeep Cherokee XC chassis, so it's two unibody things put together. It's basically a stock XJ pan, and then everything else is Rambler or fabricated.
Cool. You know, I gotta say, this actually looks totally normal.
And thank you. It took a lot of work to make it not look like a pile of steamy crabs.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like a hacked together piece of junk. Looks like
that was the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, the back third's fabricated because the Cherokee is about 3 feet shorter than the body of the Rambler was.
Okay. Okay.
Wheelbase is a foot longer and the body's 3 feet longer.
Dude, I absolutely dig this. How does it ride?
Great. I drove with the No Name last year from here, which is 700 something miles each way.
It's just like you're driving a Jeep.
It's better, no
just
death
more
level.
comfortable.
It's long enough wheelbase, you don't really feel anything. I mean, it rides like a truck, effectively, but
yeah.
What's the truck?
What suspension's under this?
It's 3-inch front Rancho coils, Bilstein shocks, and stock height stuff in the back. But I had to make frame mount so it's a little higher than it would be.
Okay. Dude, I love this. It looks right.
It's mostly AMC parts. It's a BMW Mini Cooper wiper motor because the only thing would fit. Other than that, it's all AMC of some sort.
That is cool. There's his channel, 6% recycled. We actually met at No Name Nationals like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
2 years ago? A couple years ago.
Yeah, then I ran into you last year at PRI.
No Name Nationals, for those of you who are interested, I will probably make it to this again this year. It's kind of a small YouTubers networking event / drag racing that's out in Sikeston, Missouri every year. And it's a great little event to be able to get a bunch of YouTubers together, and we rent out a racetrack for the entire weekend, and we have a bunch of fun. It's a really good event. And it's great for us to be able to kind of just hang out and chit-chat and meet each other and
no
make connections.
Just fun.
Yeah, I mean, there's drag racing and, you know, we're racing each other, but it's not like there's anything on the line.
No fighting, none of the drama.
Right.
I guess would be the nice way to put it.
No, this is cool, man. I love this. You've got some very interesting vehicles.
Yeah, the 74 Honda Civic Rad Rod is slowly getting there.
Yeah. Kind of got the mad scientist thing going on.
Yeah, I was a prototype mechanic and engineer for a while before I had a liver and kidney transplant, so this fabricating is not abnormal, it's just, this is a little beyond.
Yeah. But this fits nicely, everything's nice and packaged, and it doesn't want to kill you when you're driving it?
No, not so far. I put a bunch of miles on it. It's about 5,000 last summer, so.
Do you have to explain what this is everywhere you go?
Yes.
I
get a lot of pull by and then back up on the highway and video and then drive away.
Yeah.
And everybody's uncle or aunt had an AMC at some point when there's nothing left of it.
Yes.
And there's not much left of this. It's largely dough in some areas.
I think one of the things that I've heard by far with the AMC thing is my mom's brother's cousin's nephew's aunt, uncle, neighbor used to have one of those, blah, 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 but I haven't seen one since 1984.
Did you see the 2 AMX Spirits that were here?
Yes. Yeah, I already talked to one of them earlier.
There was like 10 AMCs this year.
There was a yellow AMX that just rolled through here. First gen AMX.
There was a very clean, ugly as sin Matador from the mid-70s. I mean, perfect. But that puts a U in fucking.
This is cool, man. Thank you for bringing this out.
Yeah, it's glad I finally got it to where you can see it.
Yeah, that is really, really cool. And you're local up here in the Michigan, Detroit.
Yeah, we're in Monroe. I'm about an hour north of here on the water side, on the east side.
Gotcha.
30 minutes north of Detroit for those. Oh, sorry. I'm here. We're here.
Yeah.
And I live there.
I understand. I get the reference.
Yes, don't make me bust out the map.
Very cool. Very cool. Absolutely. Lots of cool people and fun rides. That's what Power Tour is all about.
Yep.
I would say that is a heck of a way to close out a video. Driving off into the sunset. Another successful day here at Hot Rod Power Tour 2025. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I actually got to see some of the show, which was really nice. First day so far that I've been able to actually do something, wander around and actually see some cars. Katrina's had a much better day today, so thank you very much for all you guys that are asking about that. I really appreciate that. We've had a really, really good day. It's perfect weather. Facilities have worked out really well. I gotta say, Power Tour folks, I mentioned it to you guys earlier, really well done thus far this year. It's been excellent. The venue's been great. Getting in and out's been great. Everything has gone pretty dang well. Yesterday's route kind of sucked, but everything else, I'm gonna say, you guys are doing a real good job. As far as my long hauls go, this is the smoothest one by a long shot that I've had myself involved with. So thank you guys for all of that. If you guys are interested in this kind of thing, I do daily videos on Hot Rod Power Tour every single year. There are other videos, all of them from this Power Tour that you can watch on here. We are a small town shop here in Central Ohio that works on a lot of hot rods and race cars and classic cars and that kind of stuff, and that's what we're mostly known for, but we do general mechanic work. We're a real actual mechanic shop that works on real actual mechanical stuff. If you want to see that kind of thing, click on the subscribe button. It'd be great to see you around again. If you want to see anything about the build of this NASCAR right here, it is over on the side channel. That's on the Automotive Adventures with Austin channel, where Doug and I, the gentleman with this yellow one beside it, put that thing together in the last month and a half, because why don't you just put a NASCAR together to take on Power Tour? We've got one more day left. Tomorrow we're in Norwalk. Should be another good day, and then we're headed home. So hopefully you guys are gonna come around for one more video. We'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Come on. There we go. Okay. Just gotta take Katrina back to her car. Then we're out of here. It's not a dirt car. I only have one seat.